Hello everybody and welcome to Solocosenove. Today we're gonna try this Japanese tea called Gyokuro. One of the most expensive tea that I purchased until now, but there is a reason behind the price of these varieties of tea. First things first, this is Japanese and not Chinese, and usually Japanese products are expensive rather than a Chinese one, not only for the money exchange. Historically, Japanese economy was very good, so the first thing is that it is an expensive tea. Furthermore, the cultivation of Gyokuro is very particular because during the last weeks before the harvest, the Gyokuro plants are covered by a tissue or some kind of cover to keep the leaves and the buds in the shadow, and the soil itself should have particular properties. All this gives to this tea a richness in flavor and umami, because it says a lot of umami, very accentuated. I bought this one from Amazon, so I'll leave you the purchase link down here in the description. This one in particular is of the Valley of Tea, classified in the green teas, but it's very particular green tea. And right here on the bag it's written Gyokuro Shadow Tea from Japan. The farm is called Yabukita, original from prefecture of Kyoto, Uji, Japan. Harvest date May. And this should be a good thing because it's a spring tea. The package contains only 100 grams and I hope it's worth it. This is another difference from other teas. We will brew this one in a particular way and we will talk about this soon, but in the meantime I'm opening the bag and smelling the flavors dry. It's kinda fresh, and there is something umami in the smell, vaguely about seafood, a little bit about spinach, but very little. In generally, a very fresh smell and very interesting. But let's talk about how to infuse this tea. The first thing is this one don't need to be washed, because it was treated in a particular way. No need to be washed like other teas we just saw here in this channel. I'm using this teapot. This is a e-sing teapot, but you can use everything you like, also in glass or ceramic. It must contain at least 100 milliliters of water, and we're gonna use 3 grams of tea. 3 grams are more or less this teaspoon. This quantity should fit. Let's take a look to this tea. As you can see, it minced very thin. There are no big leaves, but it's kind of normal because these are buds. It reminds me about pine needles. Let's put everything in the teapot, previously warmed with the water, 60 Celsius degrees. The smells are very seafood. There's something reminds me about shrimps. Yes, definitely something like shrimps. Very interesting. I find this umami sensation also in another tea, in a sencha, which is another very particular kind of tea. We will see in another video. By the way, the Gyokuro is above the sencha as quality. In fact, this sensation of umami is really persistent. Fantastic. But coming back to us, I want to do a warm infusion for the first time because I want to release all the flavors. This umami incredible that does this tea. Therefore, the first infusion is at room temperature for 15 minutes. Water in the teapot, 15 minutes timer, and now we wait. Why I'm using the teapot and not the classic guy one? Because the leaves in this case are so thin and small, it's difficult to manage with the e-sing. You just need a filter, so I will use this filter. I get this one from the tea where we just saw last time. I want to have in the cup all these needles, and I don't want to find them on my tongue. Obviously you can eat all the tea leaves, they're edible, but caffeine are concentrated on the leaves, and maybe you don't like the sensation to have them on your tongue. But in the meantime, if you like this video, please leave a thumb up, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you won't miss any content like this and help the channel to grow. Infusion time has passed. I can't wait to taste this one. I'm gonna use the filter in addition of the filter of the teapot. In this way we will double the filtering effect. And I don't want the needles. This is the first infusion. Look at this wonderful color. Yellow, vaguely green, a little about jade. Let's smell it. Ooh, it's crazy. Ooh, a very strong umami smell. There is this very vague sensation of shrimps. It's diminished with the infusion. Very sweet fragrance. Spicy and pungent. I can say that I can stay all day long to smell it. I wanted to show you the little leaves inside this teapot. I'll take out some of them because the teapot is black and I want to show you how beautiful color are these leaves. I will taste directly from the glass. What a particular taste, very strange, intense and round, not particularly bitter. I was afraid this would be like the sencha I tasted last time, and it's quite strange because with long infusion it's usual to have a bitter taste. It's something really fresh. I can feel the freshness in the mouth and sweet. Fresh grass from the fields. It's something like a cloud, but also a very strong, very beautiful sensation right now, and very relaxing. I don't feel the classic tea taste. It's something herbaceous, but not dry grass. But it's something different, like some fresh. A fresh night during the summer. I don't know what else to say. A humid night. A light night. These are the sensations I'm feeling. It's a very strange taste. It's umami, yes, but I would expect something that more umami. But in the mouth I'm feeling something round. Not the shrimp in the smell. It decreased a lot, but it's something particular that I noticed. Maybe an off flavor only in this first infusion. It reminds me also that bottles of tea you can find in the vending machine in Japan. If you've been there, you will know what I'm saying. The little green bottles of tea, fresh during the summer, and they make the difference between die of heat. Because during the summer Japan is very hot and I'm feeling that sensation of freshness. But let's do the second infusion. The second infusion should be down to the water to 50 Celsius degrees. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But in the meantime, I'm brewing it. Let's talk about the health benefits. It's very rich in theanine, the substance responsible of the relaxation for the tea. This one should be very rich in caffeine because the buds should be the most rich in caffeine part of the plant. And it should also be rich in catechins and antioxidants. So this particular kind of tea should be stimulating. This is the second infusion with the water at 50 Celsius degrees. The color is darker and the smell is changed than before. Very light scent of cooked vegetables, but not so strong. A little bit of spinach and cooked vegetables, and a little bit bitter smell than before. Obviously, the water in a different temperature change the taste you can perceive on the palate. Definitely a more enveloping taste than before. Maybe also because the first infusion tastes are still there, and it's spectacular. It's a very now I start feeling this bitter, maybe for the temperature, and the needles are expanding, starting to spread. I'm start feeling the dryness on the palate, and I start feeling this astringency of the tea, and I really like it. It's a sensation that I love. And also this feeling of bread, of just cooked bread, of oven, and crunchiness. Something like a barley, but I don't know if this is only my personal sensation, but I'm really enjoying it. Good, good, very good. I recommend this to you. I'll leave the link down here in the description. And here we are at the last infusion. The temperature of infusion is higher than before, because step by step you should raise the temperature to extract all the substances. And in this case, I think I'm about to 65-70 degrees. Please don't go above 70 Celsius degrees because you should ruin it, and it can become very bitter. Also for this infusion, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 3 minutes for the next ones. But please don't exceed this limit. Last infusion of Gyokuro. Let's find out what tastes and smells from these splendid leaves of tea, from this fantastic quality of tea. A little bit expensive, but it's worth it, above all if you're enthusiasts of Japanese tea. They are very different from Chinese tea that I tried. I think I prefer Chinese tea, but it's a personal preference. Okay, I'm feeling something like roasted meat. So we are back to umami. Also of grilled fish, grilled shrimps, something like sea or unsavory, but not annoying like the sencha I tried last time. This is quite soft and exceptional. It has this shunt that it's very pleasant to smell. Okay, stop with the fragrance and go with the taste. This is our third infusion. The color is darker for the temperature and the duration of the infusion. It's fantastic. I wouldn't expect, because this is softer than before. Other teas become more robust, intense, more aggressive, like bitterness. Instead, this one is gentle, lightly scummy, cloudy, cotton candy, something like really soft, very pleasant. It also have this strong sensation of caffeine and catechins. I'm feeling on the mouth. You can feel with a right sip of tea. It might almost be an evening tea, because it's delicate. A very good tea, a meditation tea. Super. I think it's really super. And it's also for today. I hope you liked this kind of content and this dive in the Japanese varieties of tea. I can try in the future other varieties of Japanese teas. I can taste also some matcha, which is a very particular kind of tea. Maybe you just know about this one. Thank you all for staying with me also for today, and we will see in the next exciting video. Ciao!